It's Saturday, Saturday, Saturday. Does anybody else like the weekend? Because I do. Do you like my hair as well? I don't know if you watched my other videos, you would have seen my roots were so grey. But now they're not. Thanks to Garnier 3.6. I have to be honest, I have used this product for, gosh, I would say 15, 16 years. Yeah, I think probably that long. I used to go to the hairdressers and I would get it dyed. And I'd go for a similar colour because I do like reds in my hair, it goes with my skin tone. And I'd pay £100 to get my hair coloured. And a couple of weeks later, it would either fade or my roots are already through. And for me, I have to get my roots done probably every 4 weeks to keep on top of them because they are very grey. And when you're very dark haired, my hair is very, very dark brown naturally. I've got hair in my mouth actually. Grey just shows up and it's not grey anymore, it's like a white grey. My grandmother used to have a skunk. Actually, I've got a picture of my grandmother, it's very small. Let me show you. Can I show you my grandmother? Let me take my finger off her head. That's my gran. Can you see her hair? She's very Italian, doesn't she? Italian, Spanish? Yeah. And do you know what her name was? It was Royal. Yeah, I kid you not, it was R-O-Y-A-L. And her maiden name before she married my grandfather was England. So my grandmother was Royal England. Didn't know I was regal, did you? And I loved her to bits. As a child, I would go every day to see her. I'd go before school, I'd go for my lunch, school, I'd go after school and spend weekends with her. I loved her. Sadly, she died when I was 14, but yeah, she was a massive influence on my life and still is now. I still hear her in my ear telling me things saying, you spoil yourself, you do. So yeah, loved her to bits. Anyway, so yeah, so I have my grand skunk, I'm sure, because here, it's very white, which is what my nan used to have. So I decided a few years ago, or many years ago, obviously, as it is now, you get going dark on me, don't you? Let me put lights on. It's like 10:30 in the morning, I'm having to put a light on. I'll be back. Right, I'm back. That's a bit better, isn't it? So I decided a few years ago, or many years ago, as I said, that I was no longer going to spend over £100 to have my hair dyed. I didn't need cutting every 4 weeks, it just needed a colour. So I went to the chemist and I picked up a Garnier. And I haven't always used 3.6, I think I used to use a 4.6. But I've had 3.6 for, gosh, as many years as I can remember. And I love it because of the red tints into it. So yeah, and I would recommend it. It leaves your hair so, so soft as well. I've never found my hair's dry or damaged through dyeing it. So if you ever want a hair colour, if it's the first time you use it, do a test, okay? Don't just put a hair colour on your hair for the first time, guys. It's not recommended. I've never had any trouble with this, and I don't think you will, but please just follow the instructions on it. It takes 30 minutes, so this morning, hubby had to get up to watch rugby. Yeah, had to. He is obsessed with rugby. And he loves the Rugby World Cup. When it was here in the UK, I think we went to almost every single match we could possibly get to. It's in Japan at the moment, so the timings are like ridiculous, early mornings. They finished thankfully by about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But he missed South Africa yesterday. He thought the machine was going to tape and it didn't. So this morning he was up at the Lark and he's been downstairs ever since watching rugby. But he has brought me a cup of tea in bed. So I decided to catch up on my Strictly Come Dancing from when I was in China, and I am now officially up to date. I know who has been eliminated, so come tonight I can watch it and watch it live. So yeah, so while I was watching that, I thought, you know what, let's do your roots, girl. Let's multitask. So they've been done today, so I'm really I can't talk now. I'm very pleased with my hair. So what am I going to do today? Shortly I have Tesco's coming with my Tesco shop. I'm a bit disappointed in myself because I planned to do all my meals for the week ahead before I put it on, but I've been away with work to Bournemouth for a couple of days and I thought I'd have more time than I did, but I ended up getting back to my hotel and logging in, and then it was time for dinner, and then the time I came back I was so tired, so I didn't do the planning I wanted. So it is just a basic shop which I will show you later. I will though look at what I've got and try and plan meals around what I've got, and then what's missing I'll go out and get. Or hubby may go and get it for me because it's not working at the moment, as I've said. So yeah, so I need to have a look at that. I'm also, as I said, going to be making pot stickers, which I loved when I was in China. I mentioned the other day when I did my last video that this recipe, which came with the Viking cookbook, doesn't tell me how to make the casing, but I'm going to make the casing myself. I'm not one for buying products if I can make it, so I'm going to go onto the internet, and I've seen a recipe. I think you have to leave it for 3 hours, so I may need to make it this morning, ready for this evening. But I know I have got the ingredients here to make the actual filling, so that'll be what I will record later for you guys as well. I also want to get my ball gowns out, so I've left the wardrobe open there slightly. They're all my ball gowns, so I need to get them out. I just opened it actually and realised there's a dress I've forgotten I got. It's not a full length, it's a 3/4 length, so that if it was a sort of an evening where it wasn't quite a long dress, I had something else. Plus I've got like 2 or 3 like that as well, but this is a black tie-do in London, so it will be a full length gown. So I'm going to get those out and I may give you a little show. I'm not sure where they're going to fit because I was a lot slimmer in those days, and as you get older you know your body changes anyway, so let's have a look and see what they look like. I've still got 7 more weigh-ins, I think I said, isn't it? Or 8 more weigh-ins to get to Target, so let's try. The last 2 days, food-wise, haven't been great. I got on the scales this morning and have put on. The reason for that was I've been away for 2 days, as I said, and I've been to meetings with my suppliers. Both of them have provided buffets. Buffets are out of your control, so whilst the one remembered I like dairy free, everything else isn't dairy free, so the bread, some of the fillings and things like that, so that's been quite difficult. In the evening in the hotel they didn't have anything that was Slimming World friendly, so I just went for it, because I didn't just go for it, I just had what I wanted necessarily, but still mindful of Slimming World. Breakfast, I had lots of fruit, and I also had baked beans with 1 slice of wholemeal bread. What did I have for that? I went for the boiled egg rather than the fried egg, and I went for sliced ham rather than bacon. So I tried to be good for breakfast. But then again for lunch it was a buffet, and it wasn't dairy free, it was everything. So, and you can't offend your suppliers when they've gone to all the effort to give you a buffet, especially in like a little group of you. So yeah, so I've eaten off plan, I know. Last night, in fairness, I didn't have any dinner because I was so full from lunch. I just thought I was eating for the sake of it. So if you saw my Instagram page, you'll see that I did my husband a Fray Bentos pie and chips for his dinner. But I didn't eat last night. And I'm also doing dry October, so there was no alcoholic wine there, guys, or anything else alcoholic. And yeah, I was quite chuffed for that. I must admit I was gagging for a glass of wine. After a long drive back and, you know, a couple of days away, yeah, I could have killed for a glass of wine, but I didn't. I held off. So yeah, so I need to get myself sorted, and I'm back home now this week, and there's no reason why I can't control my meals. So I'm hoping this weekend to do some batch cooking as well, which might help. May do lasagna actually, I haven't thought about that. Because I was trying to think what could I do during the week, things that could just go in the oven quite quickly. I know hubby's here and he can do things, but I also still like cooking. So yeah, so maybe a lasagna might be something for one day. Paella, I still want to do that recipe. Still want to do chicken Kiev recipe out of the Slimming World magazine from October as well. So yeah, so there are some things there that I can control myself, and I'm going to try and control. So I'm now going downstairs because I'm really thirsty and I need my 3rd pint of green tea of the day. Got to shed loads of washing. I don't know how, I've got so much washing to do as well, so I will do some washing today, and then when Tesco's come I will show you what I've bought, and then as I start cooking I will share that with you today too. So I'll let you know what I'm doing. I may put the videos for the food on a separate video because some people don't like this bit but they want the recipe, so we'll see what we do. Alright guys, so I will catch you later. Have a good Saturday morning. As it's Saturday, this is hubby's breakfast. It's a bit slim pickings because I am waiting for Tesco's to arrive, as you know, so there's no egg on his plate. But that should keep him going until later. And then here's mine, and I've picked 2 magazines out to plan without realising. Obviously that's the one you know, October 2019. And Fruitly, I've bought October 2018. So I'm going to look through those later to get some ideas for this week's food ahead.
So that's my brunch. I'll catch you later when Tesco's has been. Right, so Tesco's has come, and I'm a bit concerned because I am not going to have enough for a whole week, although I do know the garage has got some vegetables in, so when I do my planning for the week, I am going to really have to think about what I'm going to cook. Over here, I've got 2 boxes of Coke Zero. I didn't mean to buy 2, I don't know how I've done that, but as I'm doing Dry October, that's not a problem. Dog food. Lola, is this yours? Is this your dog food, Lola? Is this your breakfast and your dinner? She will guard that. When Fido comes down from upstairs, she will guard that with her life. She won't want him near it. So we do decant it into the garage, otherwise we'll end up in a fight. And obviously hubby's got a box of Fosters for next weekend as well, because it's Rugby World Cup. Say hello, Lola. Oh yeah, you can smell it. There you go, that's your dinner. Should we show what else we've got? As I said, the bed. We've stopped buying proper beds because Lola eats them. So because it's just blankets, old duvets and cushions, she doesn't eat it typically. Anyway, back to the food. I got 2 lots of eggs because I'm doing some baking, and also eggs are really good for omelettes in the week. So for breakfast, spinach. Got 2 lots of broccoli because I eat loads of broccoli. It's got calcium in it, guys. So I struggle with my calcium, so it's a really good way of having it. I've got some quark because I haven't had quark for ages and I really miss it. Hubby's yoghurt, because whilst he's at home he's having yoghurt with cereal. Some mature cheese, that's my washing machine in the background, so I do apologise. Some 5% pork, which I need for my pork stickers, or pot stickers. Got some squash, because we have that every night by our bed. Some creamed horseradish, because we always have roast beef on a Sunday, and we run out. These are for work for snacking on, satsumas. And feta, because I had that butternut and feta with chicken tray bake the other week, which was amazing, so I'm going to remake that. That was just divine. Muesli for hubby because he's run out. Some noodles, because that might be what I'm going to put with the pot stickers for later, I'm not sure. Had to try these, guys. These are Muller Lights. 3 gin and tonics, pink gin and elderflower as well, 3 of those. And they're half a sin each, so I've had Muller Light for ages, since they were sinned really properly. So yeah, I'm going to have those this week to help keep me on track. My yoghurt, which is fat free of course. Lemongrass puree, which I didn't need, I forgot to take off the order from last week. But it get used up anyway, it's not a problem. Some peppers, and actually I noticed when they were delivered that one was all smashed. Look at that, but Tesco said they'll refund me the value of all of it and I can keep these, so thank you Tesco's, I love you for that. I've got some bananas for work and some long grain rice for in the week, again because they're a really good staple for my cupboard. My iPad's there because I'm just still watching Kathy on My DIY on YouTube. I'm about 2/3 way through, so I'm going to catch up on that again later. Chew sticks, these what we give the dogs when we leave, just gives them something to reward them for being good as we walk out the door. And then obviously meaty rolls. Lola loves these stuffed in her toys, so yeah, couldn't leave her without those. So it's not a lot there, so I'm a little bit concerned, but I do have a freezer full of meat, and like I said, I've got lots of veg in the garage fridge as well, so let's see. Right, so I'm going to pack that away quickly. The dogs need to go for their walk, which is probably why they're a little bit hyper, and I'll come back and start my pot stickers. God, it's hard to say, isn't it? Because you can cook them and just put to one side and then reheat them later. As it's pork, I'll only reheat the ones that I actually want to eat for tonight. The rest I'm going to freeze for another day. And just mentioned lasagna to hubby. God, I can't speak, and I'm not drinking alcohol, so it's not bad, guys. And it's definitely not that because it's early in the morning. So yeah, he thinks a lasagna for the week would be a good idea too. So I'll make that as well at some point, whether today or tomorrow. So, but I will keep you updated on my pot stickers. So catch you later. Bye. Well, guys, I'm feeling very happy with myself right now. Yes, I am, because I've made my pot stickers and they are looking good. Here are the ones I made earlier. So I made some small ones. I had some bit of disaster making them. So when you look at my video of how I made them, because I'm going to put that on separately for anyone that just wants the foodie side of me, you'll see what I did wrong. But these ones look lush, and Habib and I both tried them, and he thinks they are really, really nice. So do you want to have a look? Look, let me show you. There they are. Right, these are my little ones. So they're out of this Viking River Cruise book, which they gave us after our holiday. And I have made some big ones. I couldn't get the shapes of the ones that we had on holiday, so I'm gutted. So let me show you. These are in here at the moment. Normal baked beans there from breakfast this morning. And you cook them so they caramelise underneath. Well, they call it brown. Let's have a look. You've got to be careful when you touch them. Look, that's gone brown underneath. Right, okay. So these are quite big compared to the other ones. Right, I've just turned them over, and that is actually perfect what I wanted. So I've just turned them over for a minute, not very long, and then I'll flip them back just so the top is brown on the other side. Not brown, but got a little bit of colour to it. Don't want too much of a colour. Just move that so that it all gets across to the other one as well. Okay. Right, let's have a look at that. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Just a little bit of colour. Oh wow, these are actually looking much better. So now all I need to do is add my water. Oh, wow, there we go. Right, I've just opened a window very quickly so my smoke alarm don't go off. That is now steaming away in there, so that should cook it lovely. I think it's going to look quite nice compared to those ones. So it's all about experimenting, isn't it, and trial and error when you're cooking in the kitchen. So yeah, look forward to these. Right, I think these are almost done. Look at that. Just move the lid out of the way. Moisture, oh, it's steamed up from the steam. Look underneath. Look at that. Can you see under there? Looks burnt, it's not burnt. I promise you it's not burnt. It is. Just turn it over without breaking it. That's the caramelisation that we had on the ones on holiday. That is perfect. Absolutely spot on. Oh yeah, I'm really pleased with these. So just going to pop those over there. Look at that. So I am really happy. Look, I've got 4 beautiful pot stickers. Oh, let's move these out of the way over here. Look at that. Okay. And I will reheat those later for us to eat tonight. So I'm chuffed with those, guys. Very chuffed. Hi guys, well that's my Saturday over. Hope you enjoyed that. So don't forget, tomorrow I will publish how I made my pot stickers, and you will see what I did wrong. You will, and you might have some ideas of how to put it right. I don't know, but I'm looking forward to tonight having this with some noodles for dinner. So yeah, it's quite good, isn't it? It's quite exciting. So I will catch you tomorrow on YouTube. Obviously I've done the video today, but it'll be tomorrow when you get it, if you get what I mean. If you want to know what I do during the week or any other weeks, then don't forget you do need to subscribe. You do need to click notifications, and you do need to give me a thumbs if you like it. Well, you don't need to, but it'd be really, really nice if you did. So yeah, guys, you have a lovely, lovely Saturday, and hopefully you enjoy how I made my pot stickers tomorrow. See you soon. Bye.